Alright, boys and girls, I got this video camera from my dad, and I don't know how good it works, so I kind of wanted it so I could be able to do things like this a little better without trying to do it with my phone. So I'm trying to figure out how it works and how to set it up, and right now it looks like it's going to be on a weird angle, but I don't really have much of a choice because I don't know how to angle it, you know? Does that make any sense? So anyway, we're just gonna do a drawing. Oh, wait a minute. I just figured I'd do an easy one just to see how it looks when it comes out. I'm just gonna do Moon Knight, simple Marvel character. He's basically crazy Batman kind of character, except the Marvel version, and they like to do stories where they constantly tell you he's crazy, but we know he's crazy, so tell us something else. And that's what kind of has thrown me off the last few comics they've put out with him in it. I think there's one going on right now. I haven't been checking it out. I didn't really want to do a side view here, but for this thing right now, I'm trying to just do a quick one. Let's see what he looks like. I don't know if it's even showing up. I have no idea if this, how the color looks on this or anything. This doesn't even look like much. He's pretty simple looking. He's just the normal one is a white costume with a black face, but I don't know if the face is really black. I think they just color it black. I believe it's white as well. Can't remember. His eyes usually kind of glow. He's kind of looking like one of my characters that I used to draw. He's nothing much to him. That's why I just picked him for tonight's little quick thing. He has a huge cape that flows everywhere. I kind of like that about him. I don't know if I can get in there, but it always looks heavy. His cape and a lot of the way people draw him, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because it's so big, but there's some and I can't remember who did that series, and I guess it was in the early 2000s. Actually, I could probably, well, I can't get to my mouse through here, but it was the one where he was super ripped muscles, and his cape had so many like layers to it, and it looked like it must have weighed about 50 pounds. But for today's purposes, we're just doing a little sketch to see how this camera works, and we'll go from there. You should do like that. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go into too much detail or anything. Not that I do that anyway, but just some basic. Oh crud! He needs another finger, doesn't he? 5 fingers have a person. It's a weird pose, I gotta tell you, but I'm not worried about all that. Okay, that's just the basic of the basics. Get a Sharpie out and try to just throw in some whatevers. The Moon Knight was been a favorite character of mine for a long time, but I just don't feel like I ever get what I want when they do the stories. Like I said, he is like, you know, he's nuts. But I'm tired of them telling me that every time I read it. I know he's nuts, but let's see him be nuts and some kind of superhero, you know? I don't care about his psychosis. It just... That doesn't really interest me. If he did something in spite of it, you know, that's what I want to see. And he's a badass looking dude when the right guy's drawing him. I'm not the right guy for that, I don't believe. But when some other guy is the right guy doing it, he's awesome. But like I said, he most resembles the Marvel version of Batman, but not really, because I mean, Batman is just Batman. You know, he's awesome all the way around. Do this quickly. I don't want to make this a long video. I think his eye is usually blue, like glowing kind of stuff, but I'm not doing any color tonight. I don't have any markers that work anyway. It's weird to do a video on a camera. I haven't done it in a long time. I mean, I've used my phone, and I've done some, you know, live streaming kind of things, but to actually just sit here and talk to a camera, it's a little weird. Dog's here though, so she, you know, does whatever. But usually he's you know, white, and they throw in a bunch of grays and stuff to highlight him. We're not doing that either because we don't have any grays. He's got some kind of bands on his wrist, I believe, and I kind of screwed that up by not drawing it first. I believe they're kind of like that. Of course, this isn't meant to be perfect, like I said. We're just testing the videos. But if anybody cares, they get at least to watch me do something silly. I think it's 3 bands. 1, 2. Let's see. I'm trying to. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're usually not that much space in between them. If you can see what I'm talking about on the video, they're usually touching closer, I think, but it doesn't matter. Just trying to throw something together here and see if this looks like something. Ooh, look at that weird hand finger thing going on. Whatever. Pull this out, so I don't know what y'all can. Then he also has a crescent moon on his chest. He is the Fist of Khonshu. I'm not sure if I say that right. I'll say Khonshu. He's like an Egyptian god that he gets the powers of, or some craziness. And I always thought he was pretty cool. You know. Need a thicker marker, probably. That would probably be better if I got one that works. I don't know. What else about Moon Knight? I don't know. I was watching some videos online, like on YouTube, of different people. And I watched like Todd McFarlane and a couple other guys, and Jim Lee. They have a lot of videos of Jim Lee. That guy's amazing. And he does. There's one thing me and Jim Lee have in common, and it's not drawing. Well, it's something to do with drawing. When I draw, I tend to make noises and go and things like that. And Jim Lee does that too in a lot of the videos that I've seen. So there you go. That's my connection to Jim Lee, who pretty much does everything right. So that guy is awesome. Him and I think Todd McFarlane. I think Jim Lee, to a bigger extent, is probably the best from that whole '90s artist thing where a bunch of guys left the Marvel. I think some of them might have left DC too and went on to form Image Comics. You all know the story, and I just think in the overall, I think Jim Lee is probably the best out of all of those guys. I always loved McFarlane, especially back in the 80s or the 90s, I guess it was, late 80s, I guess. But he kind of stopped, you know. He went on and did other things, and he still does stuff, and he makes videos on, you know, and I love watching his videos. I think, you know, I've heard different stories about the guy, but he seems like a pretty awesome guy to me. I think he cares about his fans and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I really should have made that space smaller. But Jim Lee, he's also a pretty cool guy, as far as I can tell. I mean, I've never met any of these people. Did meet Jim Shooter, though, and Mike Zeck, and they are awesome. I met them last week at some little convention in New Orleans. But anyway, we're just talking about nothing to whoever's gonna watch this video and listen. You know, I just gotta make up these lines as I go. Oh, he looks a little chunky in his back, huh? Oh well, I'm chunky, so whatever. Should have done this a little better, this face area. But whatever. I don't know if he's got a thing on the front. I think he's got like a round piece of something that goes right here. That's like a brooch type thing. I think. I'm not sure. I can't tell in the picture I got up on screen. It's too detailed, and he's kind of hunched over. So. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to set this camera. I got it on a tripod right now, and it's pretty good, but it looks like it's got so much shadow on it and everything. I got the light on, the camera light itself. Just wanted to see how that lit it up, because my apartment is not known for good lighting. I have a lamp on right next to me because I don't have a light overhead. There's like this apartment, the way it's shaped, there's like a little weird. It's like an L-shaped living room, and the only light is in the you know, like if an L goes like that, it's in that little part, and it's over on the other side of the apartment. So when I turn the light on, it doesn't light up this area at all, which is, you know, pretty poor design if you ask me. And then, you know, they'll say, oh well, you should just bought a lamp. So I have a lamp. I didn't buy it though. I found it, and still got a sticker on it that somebody left. It says free or for sale, $40 or best offer or free. And so I've left that on there for at least, well, we'll say about 18 years. That piece of paper has been on there. I never gave anybody $40. I just picked it up because it said or free, and I picked it up. And it's worked ever since. Light bulbs have been changed several thousand times, I guess, but Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that part of his cape too much because I can't get my hand over there. If I had some gray, I could fill in some of this stuff. I'm just making little lines now. It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like these things might be kind of shiny too. I don't know. But if not, I screwed that up. I don't care. Okay, so we got that going on. And that's just about all I'm going to do for this test drawing. Sign my name. And I'll pull the camera down and we can look at it. Oops. Let's see what we got. That little guy right there. And then if you can get this thing off of the thing. Oops, I don't know if we're still recording. Hopefully we are. I'm going to take this off of the tripod. Oh, I'm stuck on the tripod. This is where the video gets exciting, guys. Oh, my damn tripod leg just broke off when I was trying to take the camera off of it. You know. Oops, zooming out. And then you come over here and you can see this sign right here. I don't know if you can read it. Let's see, zoom in on it. I don't think you can read that. Maybe you can. I can't tell on this camera. But anyway, it says for sale, $40 or best offer or free. Oh wait, there it is. There you go. Look at that. Silly. Anyway, that's all. Just wanted to try this for tonight, and once I figure it out, I'll do a better one later.